everyone, how is everyone doing today? I am doing really good. I'm just a little bit tired of being in front of the screen. We all know how that goes, right? You're too much on your phone or your computer, and then your eyes are like red and tired. So I feel tired, but other than that, I'm doing really good. So, it's a beautiful day out there. It has been so nice. It has been such a nice day. It's like beautiful sunny, and yesterday we had a nice rain, but it was warm. Oh, it was nice to enjoy the rain outside, having a conversation and a coffee while enjoying the rain. So it's my favorite part from yesterday. Today I decided I'm going to make a video about something that I have let go a little bit, and is my femininity. Femininity. I don't know how many times I practiced that word. The other day I was making that video about the INFJ ego, and then at the end of the video, you know how sometimes you see this video suggesting this video about the feminine woman. And so I was thinking to myself, okay, video suggestions usually are because you are talking about it, or you are probably inspiring that video for the next viewer, or the video is being inspired to be viewed by you. The video is being inspired. It's almost like the video is being fished out so that you see it, yeah? So that you watch. Okay, so now this video is about the feminine woman. And so then I thought to myself, does that mean I'm feminine? Or does that mean I'm not feminine enough? Because this video is coming for a reason. So I for sure know that I lost a lot of my femininity. And I think that that happens because, personally, I think that when I see that there is lack of authority or lack of male energy, then my male energy comes out. And it's almost like a need for my male energy to take control of things, to be a little bit more logical, to be more like a thinker, and to ignore emotions and make decisions more based on what's rational, what's logical. Now, when it comes to when someone enters the room who has authority and who inspires male energy, or someone who enters the room and you can feel that male energy coming in, then I can come back to my feminine energy or my femininity and be myself. So I see how it is easy for a culture to change into a more male energy and a more female energy depending on what we are lacking. So I imagine that in a moment of woman being missed in a place, if there are only men, there may be men in that group that may bring out their feminine energy and think with a little bit more compassion, because not having woman in that space makes it necessary for the men to bring out their feminine energy. So now you can imagine how the world is struggling, I guess, to find a balance when female and male energy is so confused now, because not only sometimes I have to take upon to be more of a male energy if I see that there is not authority around me, or if the authority that is around me is not enough. And so then I became more naggy, I became more bossy. And I guess that all those expressions, bossy and naggy and all those things, come from men who watch women coming out of their femininity into a more masculine way of being. So I don't think that is a male or female problem. I don't think that is the woman problem or the man problem. It's a problem of energy. If the energy is lacking, whoever is in the room has to justify the lack of it with something. So it's an action, a behavior. The way you behave will change, because there is not the male out there that is going to protect you. So now you have to be the protector. And so I guess that's what happens with single mothers when the man is not around to be the protector and to be the one who provides and gets in charge of the male energy. Then the woman has to adopt that. And as the woman has to adopt that, then she loses or hides her femininity. And so now we are in this time where we are being judged, both of us, not only females but males, we're being judged of being not feminine enough, or males of being, or males, they are being judged for being too feminine. So if you feel like you're in that situation in where you have been confused about what you have to be because you don't feel comfortable, because you're missing something, you're lacking something, forcing you to choose into being more male-like. So maybe you're in a situation in where you are a little bit lost into where your energy should be focused, on the masculine energy or the feminine energy. What does the feminine energy does? Well, the feminine energy or female energy takes care of the environment, the harmony. So someone who is feminine will love flowers. I mean, so when you're feminine, you love beauty, you love flowers, you provide love, nurture. You smile more, and it's more natural. And that's the difference between a time when a woman smiles because she's happy. There is a difference between the time when a woman smiles because she's happy and the time when a woman smiles because she's asked to smile. There is a huge difference in that. And I don't know which woman out there can feel good about doing something they don't feel like doing. I got this plant. I haven't posted it in my gardening update, but it's so beautiful. In the mornings, it's all closed up, and as soon as the sun comes out, all of the flowers just open up. And it's so cute, because sometimes, like the other day, I was like, wow, I thought it was full of flowers. And it confused me. And then the next day I was like, oh, okay, there they are. Then I realized they just close and open like that. So, to wrap up, everyone out there who is between the feminine and the masculine energy, and why we're not kind of like in our place, it's obviously because we are unbalanced. It's obviously because we are unbalanced in the world right now. So females feel like they have that need of become more male-like because they don't feel protected enough. So if you are in that place where I am right now, in where I feel like I need to bring my femininity back and feel more feminine, let me know in the comments what are you planning on doing, or how do you feel like you have lost your femininity either because you didn't have a partner that would help you balance that energy, or because you have been confused with those groups out there that almost make you feel like it's wrong for you to how do you say that? Embrace your femininity. Oh my gosh. Femininity. Okay. So if you are in that place where you feel almost like it almost like other women make you feel bad because you want to embrace your femininity. Let me know in the comments, because I know that happens. I know that happens a lot. There is a video I watched that really stressed me, and I had to think about it for a couple of days because I was very worried. And it's a video that was made by Sasha Day Game. It is a video where he shows interviews made to women and men. And it's scary when he asks questions like, what do you think that men are better at doing? And it's sad to see women saying, there's nothing they can do better than us. It's very sad. And feeling so entitled and feeling so... I honestly, I think that they're just ignorant, because I have worked with men before and I know how hard they work. I know how heavy things they lift, and I know how sometimes they think more clear than us, because find things that are more effective. If somebody asks me, what are men better at doing? The first thing I think of, the first thing that comes to mind is the strength. Because I know how many times I have asked a man to open a marmalade jar for me, or, you know, carry a bottle of water, and I know that I could do it. I know that I could do that if I work enough and I build a strength in my hands, and I go to the gym and build muscle. You know, I know that I could do that. I know that I could do what men can do, but I also understand that it will take me time to get there. You know, if somebody tells me today to go and carry something that usually men carry on a daily basis, I know for a fact that they're better than me at doing it. Pretty much any man that walks around will be better than me at carrying anything or opening a jar or anything like that. I know that. I could be better. I could get better. But do I want to? No. Why? Because I want my man to be stronger. And that's a fact. I want that. I want my man to protect me. I want to feel protected. Even though I know I could protect myself. But I want to feel as a woman, as the woman I am, I want to feel that I am protected by a man that I love. Because I love men. I love a man. I love a man. Love them over and over and over again. There was a couple of men that they also interview in the video, and they asked them, what do you think that men are better at than women? And there were men that said, I don't know. And that was so scary because, you know, I've been in a work environment where I see women depreciating men in a daily basis. And the way they do that is, we have all these things that we call women rights and things like that, and great for that. Awesome that we do. But what I see sometimes is women thinking that it's right for them to bring up a sexual joke in the workplace and think that they're cute and funny and that nothing happens because they did that. Or basically just making any kind of sexual comment towards the man and nothing happens. And I don't think that that is right. I don't think that that is fair. I think that men are having this problem of working with women because they don't know how to behave anymore. They don't know if they should be friendly because, you know, they should open up to women's feelings. But they also don't know if by being friendly, they're going to be judged of, you know, harassment or things like that. There are women out there saying men are good for nothing, men are disrespectful, men are blah, 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 blah. But the same women that are doing that are the same women who are against feminine woman. Because the feminine woman will respect and love men. The feminine woman wants the man. The feminine woman wants the man to be the man. And the feminine woman wants to be the woman. That's natural. That's what's natural, and that's what the world is looking for. But now with all these groups that are coming out, that I don't know if they're helping women because the things that are happening to women, I don't think are fair anymore. Like the fact that you have to take care of a household and go to work at the same time just to try to justify how much you can do along with the man. Because I don't think that men want that, and I don't think that women want that neither. I think that men are looking for their woman to be more willing to be loved by them and protected by them. And women are looking for the man that loves them, and women are looking for the man that loves them and protects them. So the women out there that are looking into, well, men are this and men are that, and you shouldn't be under the man and things like that, which I don't think women are, or feminine women are. I think that feminine women are just, they're just in love with being feminine, and they want to feel feminine and want to be feminine. So there are women out there that may be confused about where do they fall. And so I guess this video is for those women. So let me know what kind of things are you doing. Are you going into being more feminine, or are you going into being more feminist? Like feminism or feminist woman seems to me that hold that energy that compete with men, and feminism and feminist seems to me that they want to attack men, and they also want to laugh at feminine women, or make you feel that you're not worth enough because maybe you don't speak up. And it could be true because you're trying to keep the harmony, but we don't need to be violent in order to speak up, because the feminine woman does better by being calm and beautiful and feminine, and that's how we hold our strength. The feminist woman is the one who is trying to attack the men and the feminine woman. So I don't know what kind of comments I'm going to get here, but I want you to let me know if you are more towards being more feminine, or if you just think that being feminine is not good for you, and if you think that feminist is not about what I said. Maybe let's talk about it. Let's clarify it a little bit, because I think that I see value in every little thing, but there is things that go way too far, and I think that feminists and feminism, there is good things about that in regards to what they're looking for. I don't know. Are you a feminine woman, or are you feminist, or are you part of both, or how do you feel about the entire topic? I myself want to go towards being more feminine. I want to feel comfortable with myself. I want to feel in love with myself again, because I don't know, life or whatever situation has thrown to me has forced me to bring that male energy out in order to survive, basically. And I know that for a lot of women is the same, and is the same for men too. There is men that may have become more feminine because there is a lot of female energy missing in their lives. So for those, so I guess the direction that everyone should go into is, if you're a feminine woman, you should look for a man that is looking for a feminine woman. If you're a feminist, then I don't know what you're looking for. It's interesting. What do feminists look for in a man? What do feminist women look for in a man? That's a good question. Write your answers in the comments. I'm gonna add all the links of all the videos that I watched, so that you look into the topic and see what you think. What else did I have to talk about? Okay, so what kind of things did I do today to become more feminine? I painted my nails. Yeah, nothing. So, to wrap up this video, I am going towards becoming more feminine. If you are going to join me to become more feminine, leave a comment below on letting me know that yes, you are going to become more feminine, or what kind of things are you going to do to become more feminine. So I'm looking a lot into fashion. I'm not going to go too crazy in regards to makeup and accessories or anything like that, because I want to be feminine, but I also love to be simple. So I'm going to look for a feminine, simple, clean look. If that makes any sense. Yeah. I got a couple of video suggestions. Thank you for that. I really enjoy video suggestions, and I will work on that. Those video suggestions will come sometime soon. In the following videos, I am going to also practice my eye contact, because I have realized that due to a lot of social media and looking at your phone and the computer and all those apps that we have to socialize with friends and family. So I noticed that every time my mom or my sister or my friends look at me, they look kind of like to the horizon. Then I have realized that it's because they are looking at themselves, not me. Or maybe they're looking at me or whatever. And then I look at myself talking to them, and I look even worse. I look like I'm looking somewhere down the screen, and I realize it's because you're looking at the face of the person. So it takes your eyes away from the actual camera, and it makes you look like you're not paying attention. So I'm going to correct that, because I know there's a lot of videos where people just don't bother anymore. But I think that eye contact is important. So I'm going to practice my eye contact. Okay. That's a new project. So I'll let you go and enjoy your day. I will enjoy mine. And I'm going to do some gardening. And I'm going to be updating you through Instagram in regards to the garden update. So if you want to check about my garden for this year, follow me in Instagram. Subscribe to these videos. I barely ask you to do that because it's kind of a pain for me to ask you to do that. So don't wait until I ask you. Just subscribe. No, do whatever you like. I don't really care. I don't really care if I have 1 million subscribers. I just honestly, I just care that my message leave you with something useful. That's all. Anyway, so here's the kiss for the day. That's the sign that I'm actually going to go. See you next time. And I love you all. Bye-bye. Ciao, ciao.